Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another replay commentary brought to you by SSB Starcraft Sportsbook. My name is Rapier.
And my name's Fosjeet, and today we bring you a game between the Teal Protoss, ATN Socke, and the Yellow Zerg, ATN Darkforce.
Yes, and this is going to be on Lost Temple. Both players have spawned across from each other, and I expect a pretty good game. I know Socke is an excellent player. I haven't heard of Darkforce though.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Darkforce very much, but he is on the same team, it looks like, so
yes.
I wouldn't assume that he's bad at all.
And this is a 3-game series, so both players are obviously, closely matched. One player doesn't outclass the other, so yeah, I expect to see a pretty good game.
Yeah, I mean, when you play on the same team, you practice a lot with each other, and you do become pretty much even. I mean, for most players, I mean.
Right. And right off the bat, Socke is going to scout in the wrong position, I'm not sure if he spotted that Overlord, but he will be able to...
I mean, he's gonna scout there next anyway.
Exactly, so that's not such a big deal. And right now, not much to talk about, so I want to talk about the fuck the NFL. March Madness, man.
Yes, you got your bracket?
I do, and Clemson... Yeah, represent ACC. Because Georgia Tech didn't make the big dance this year. So, but we fired our coach because God, our coach was terrible. Yeah, he had such great promise, but after
he's good at recruiting, but
that's all he's good at. He is not good at anything else. He can recruit, but he can't develop the talent that he recruits. So he paid the price. But we have to buy him out. $7.4 million. That's ridiculous.
So the next coach isn't gonna be a high-profile guy, but
I mean, we're probably gonna go mid-major shopping, but that's what you got to do. All right, so let's go back to the game.
Good though. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, some of them are pretty good, but usually you want to get a rock star hire, but let's be honest, this is Georgia Tech. We're not gonna be able to get such a hire for the most part. So. Back into the game, Darkforce's spawning pool has gone up. If we take a look at what's being produced, he's got 4 Zerglings on the way, and Zergling Speed just started researching. And from the looks of ATN Socke's build, it doesn't look like there's going to be a 4-gate. There is a second assimilator being warped in.
I mean, I assume this is going to be something like a 3-gate expansion with sentries.
Yeah.
Or something of that nature.
That seems to be like the new normal for PvZ.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're gonna rush them.
Yeah. I mean, 3-gate expand. That's pretty much par for the course. And
Void Ray expand is also pretty common. Or Void Ray / Phoenix. Air control kind of dominance.
Right.
That's also very popular.
And right now, looks like Darkforce is trying to get map control with these Zerglings, and ATN Socke doesn't really have an army to speak of. He's got that Zealot guarding the gate, of course, and he's got a sentry on the way, so yeah, it does look like it's going to be a 3-gate expand.
He's gonna lose that probe right there.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. You lose probes. 1 probe isn't gonna hurt.
Well, 1 probe in the early game could mean a lot in terms of mineral intake.
Yeah, well, 5 minutes into the game, not really. So right now...
But he is gonna get to see some stuff in this guy's base, so this is good.
So right now, Darkforce's hatchery, natural hatch, is 30 seconds away, and he's going for a Roach Warren, so it looks like Darkforce is going ground and pound. Let's see how that works against Socke's build. And he still hasn't really revealed his hand. He does have 2 more gates warping in, so it looks like it is going to be a 3-gate expand, but still.
Yeah, and Darkforce just got his Zergling in here. He knows that.
Yep.
One build I really like at Zerg?
What?
When I see a 3-gate expand? Fast Mutas.
Fast Mutas? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Because...
because they're going to have 1 expansion at least, they're not going to attack you. Well, if they do attack you, it's going to be just sentries and zealots.
Right.
And if you get, 5, 6, and then of mutas, and then you just
start
keep
harassing.
expanding on. Yeah, you just harass them, keep him in his base, expand. Build spine crawlers with the extra minerals, and you basically on a large map, especially if you're cross positions, they can't really attack you because if they leave their base, you go in with your mutas and start harassing everything.
Yeah.
And then if they get a bunch of stalkers, eventually you have enough mutas, you overwhelm them.
Right. Well, you know, I mean, we have seen that build before where a Zerg player just commits on the Mutalisk build, and you know he's able to overcome the Stalker Force, and that and that has worked.
Yeah, but I think it works especially well against this 3-gate expansion. Yeah, because it gives you the plenty of time to get your gases up and get your lair up and everything, compared to a lot of the other builds that can be more dangerous. Because you know, if you see like 4 gates, you're like, oh my god, I gotta get a bunch of shit.
Right.
So you can't really lair during that.
Yeah, and right now Socke has 8 sentries and a zealot by his watchtower, and Darkforce is going to get some roaches. Indeed, he already has 6 out on the field. And oh, take a look at this. Socke has a Robo Bay going up. That'll be about 45 seconds until it completes. And right now, let's take a look at income. Both players are relatively even. There's just the one harvester delta, not much to talk about there. And right now, it looks, I mean, we can't really draw any conclusions. There hasn't been any decisive battle.
Darkforce sees it. Look at this Overseer coming in.
Ah, yes. So
nice scouting.
So he spots the Robo facility, but I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary so far.
Yeah, I mean, he just kind of wants to know whether or not he has to get anti-air fast.
Yeah.
Because if you went like Void Rays or something.
And look at this, abusing the cliffs to move out of, you know, harm's way. So he saves his Overseer. And
I think if you put your Overlord right above that cliff right there, it can't be seen.
No, exactly. In fact, that's what he did. So he escaped. So, you know, that's it. And right now, let's look at the army size. Both players are actually relatively even. Socke obviously has the more gas-intensive army, but numbers-wise, they're about even. But it looks like
he's got a bunch of sentries.
Yeah, that is true. And you know, against these roaches and zerglings, that can really be dangerous for excuse me, for Darkforce, because roaches, you know, they only have 4 range, and zerglings, they're melee units. So good, judicious use of force field can really turn the tide in Protoss' favor.
Yes.
So right now, Socke is going to take the gold expansion, and he just broke down the rocks. And Darkforce, oh man, I missed this. He's already got his hatchery going on his gold. It'll be about 55 seconds away. And it looks like both players want to just, you know, macro up, and yeah, they're not playing a very aggressive game. We haven't really seen any large-scale engagement yet. It's 11 minutes into the game. And the Spire is going up for Darkforce, so looks like he's going mutas.
No, I think it's going to be Corruptors for countering later on, things like that.
That is possible.
I don't think he's going to put mutas out. It's going to be a little late in transition.
Right. And right now,
Socke... Then again, okay, apparently he's going to make me eat my words because he's producing 10 mutas. Okay.
Yes, I am vindicated. Anyways, Socke is moving out. He's destroying the creep thanks to that observer. And I thought they were going to engage right then, but looks
I think this muta switch is going to be good.
Yeah.
Because now these stalkers aren't that good against mutas.
Yeah.
Mutas aren't armored.
Yeah.
So they don't get the bonus damage.
Right. Yeah, but it's only +4, so it's not that much.
Well, I mean, it matters.
Yeah, it does matter. I do agree, but you know, AT&T Socke's army isn't actually going to do too well against Dark Forces. This is going to be bad for Socke, in my opinion. Oh, but good use of force. Oh, actually no. And he's laying down more force fields, and Dark Force is forced to withdraw.
Wow, Dark Force, nice.
Oh, but yeah, he's flanking this guy. Oh man, they're going to lose a lot. I think Dark Force has this. Wow.
Yeah, he's got great unit control.
Yeah, he is just rolling over Socke. If you look at the units lost, it is basically all in favor of Dark Force right now. Just call it. Dark Force is going to
and Dark Force is just going to roll this force over.
Yeah.
GG.
Yeah. And, oh man. Because, yeah, you're right. Yeah, Socke just GG'd out. And these Mutalisks, man, you're definitely
they're so
right.
Strong.
Yeah, they're strong.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this 3-gate expansion build, really weak against mutas.
Yeah. Yeah, because, right. But I mean, you also can't discount the vast number of Zerglings that he used.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean his total army was able to just overwhelm Socke's. If Socke had, maybe one or two Colossi. I mean, I think you can have two Colossi out by this time. That would have helped in the ground game, but these mutas really
But the
made up the
Colossi
difference.
would have reduced his stalker numbers, and then his mutas would have ran him over anyway.
Right. Yeah, that is true. So very good play by Darkforce. He definitely exploited the the relative Protoss weakness during this 3-gate expand strategy. So chalk it up 1 for Darkforce. Let's go to game 2.